do not do things you know are bad for you, my gorgeous Sagittarius. This is very important indeed, and I will repeat, don't do things you know are bad for you, okay? This is so important when it comes to May, because someone is just going to try to pressurize you to do something, but instantly at that moment in time you will know this is not good for you. But because there are going to be other things on your mind, you are going to feel a little bit sensitive, you are going to feel just a little bit under the pressure. You must not let this to take the better of you, okay? This is very important for you to remember, my gorgeous Sagittarini, okay? So just follow that voice within. It's not only about knowing that something is not good for you, but this is going to be super bad for you. This would be like super negative for you. It's about following your intuition, and it's about trusting yourself. It's about trusting your spirit, because when it comes to numerology, your number is 1212. Oh my God, double whammy here. Your number is 1212 when it comes to the numerology, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And that means that you are precisely in between the 21st and the 25th of May. This is the time when you are going to have one of the biggest turning points of your entire lives. And that is going to be the direct result of you not doing things that you know are bad for you. This is the direct result of you trusting your spirit, trusting your soul, because something remarkable is going to happen. You're gonna realize, you know, within these days, you know, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you're gonna realize exactly what was causing problems, what was causing negativities, what exactly was causing delays, what exactly was causing lack of motivation, and especially towards things, you know, lack of motivation, but especially when it comes to things that you should not have a lack of motivation about at all, when it comes to your life, when it comes to your present moment, and when it comes to your future. Indeed, this is brilliant. And now it's time to step in, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and now it's time to take over your lives. Just remember, you are going to have a turning point, one of the biggest turning points of your life. This means that you're going to feel so energetic, and you're going to feel the balance and this energy you haven't felt in absolute ages. And there is a news and message you are going to have this month, and that message is going to change absolutely everything. And you need to pay attention to the first 7 days of May. Within the first 7 days, you're going to have a life-changing message, and that message is not going to seem like a life-changing to start with. It's more going to seem like, oh my God, your eyes are going to be open towards this, like what you're going to realize. It's more about your eyes being open, and it's more about almost feeling like a little bit shocked, but then at the same time, this is going to bring you like a really incredible realization, which is going to make things crystal clear for you indeed. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm also going to say to you that when it comes to nutrition and when it comes to health, my vitamins are ridiculously cheap at the moment. They are on offer on a half price, ridiculously cheap for what they are. They are made with an exceptional quality ingredients, okay, and they're without any fillers, without any chemicals, without any unnecessary ingredients whatsoever, and it's suitable. They're suitable for vegetarians and vegans and for everybody. I highly recommend you to take a natural vitamin D3, because this is going to help you to boost your immune system, and it's going to help you with your sensitive bones, alongside a natural zinc picolinate, which is also going to work perfectly with natural vitamin D3 in order to boost your immune system, but it's also going to be superb for skin, hair, and nails. And the third supplement I highly recommend you is organic chlorella. Organic chlorella is rich in protein and omega-3 essential fatty acids, which our body cannot produce by itself, but it's essential for our mind, for our brain, for our memory, for our focus and these type of things. And also at the same time, it's superb when it comes to detoxifying your body, especially when it comes to the dangerous metals that are around. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So here is natural vitamin D3. Okay, here is natural zinc picolinate. And the third one is organic chlorella. And these vitamins you can buy with you can see in the description below. If you just scroll down and click on the name of this video, and you will see the actual description will expand, and at the bottom of that description you will see this vitamins. Or you can simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins, and my page is gonna come up that way as well. And I will say it again that these vitamins are ridiculously cheap, and you're not gonna find such a good quality vitamins anywhere else, literally. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, so now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I would like to talk about the very 1st of May. On the very 1st of May, something is going to be persistently on your mind. Something is going to be persistently on your mind on the 1st of May, and that in itself, it's really a lot to do with something unfinished, like some kind of unfinished business in between you and somebody else. You will know and you will fully understand that you do need to talk to someone, you do need to have a word with someone, you do need to explain yourself to someone, because something is almost like going to be eating you inside in such a way, like maybe there was some kind of probably argument that you had or disagreement that you had with someone, but you don't dislike this person, you don't hate this person, it's complete opposite. You really love this person, and you're gonna be worried that that particular person got you wrong, misunderstood you, and maybe it was like a bit of a heated argument and you said something that you really kind of regret later. You just have to understand that there is a very special reason for this being highlighted on the 1st of May. You need to get in touch with that person, and you need to discuss this. You need to say what's on mind, and you need to come to the bottom of this. I repeat, there is a very special reason for this. Why is this on your mind? Because once you connect with that person is gonna open themselves in different way to you, differently, and they will tell you something, the specific information, which is really gonna get you worried about that person. But guess what? You're the only one who has got a resolution to that problem, but that person was keeping that in. So this is going to be a really magical moment, because there is so much that is actually going to get out of it. You are almost like literally going to improve somebody's life, my gorgeous Sagittarini, but at the same time, by improving somebody else's life, you're also going to improve your own life. You will see, because it's to do with somebody who means to you so much, and something that was bothering you for way too long, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. So this is why this is going to be ever so important. And now on the 2nd of May, it's to do with another person who is going to be on your mind. Somebody who left this world, somebody who died, somebody who is dead, somebody who is no longer here with their body, but they're most certainly here with their spirit, because something is going to remind you of somebody who died and somebody who passed away, like on the 2nd of May. But then again, by the end of that day, you will realize through that person, through that spirit who you're going to be reminded of, or a person, you're going to realize you know, you're going to realize some kind of a detail about your life that is going to make things so much more delicious for you. You're going to realize a certain detail about your life, but which is going to lead towards you realizing how unique you are, how special you are. So through that spirit or through that person, something very unique and very special about you is actually going to be highlighted. I mean, how beautiful this actually is. So it's to do with somebody like who was there directly connected to you, the spirit, you know, like a family member, somebody who was very much so, of course, like strongly connected to you. And now this is going to be a wonderful message that you are going to have about yourself through them as well. Absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. By the time you get to the actual 4th of May, now, oh God, on the 4th of May, you know, you are going to feel like, oh, you know, I'm going to be like honest with you, my gorgeous Sagittarini. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. But you're going to feel like you know, a bit of a heartbreak here. You know, you are gonna feel a little bit of a heartbreak, which is actually gonna cause a little bit of frustration, because this heartbreak is gonna be putting your mind away from what you should be kind of focusing on, because that at the same time you're gonna be trying to make some kind of decision here, but this is gonna be like kind of affecting you emotionally, and it's gonna be keeping you like kind of indecisive, like, oh God, because it's going to be affecting your balance. But then at the same time, something is going to happen, baby. There is some kind of sign that you are going to have, some kind of a very unusual but beautiful sign. Maybe I should say a good and rather positive omen here. This positive omen that you are going to have. Now suddenly you are actually going to realize, you know, it's not only so much about the sign, but it's more about that moment in time when you have this sign. What are you going to realize at the same time with this sign? It's like almost like on one hand, immediately you're going to have this sign, what you should do, and what is actually going to bring like a really amazing prospects into your lives, like really amazing. And it's going to happen at the time when you're thinking about this, and then you're going to have this sign through the power of a mind-blowing synchronicity. This in itself is ever so important, because your balance is immediately going to change, and you are going to feel immediately inspired, and you are going to have so much hope and inspiration at this moment in time. It's not only that, but this is going to be the sacred moment of an absolutely mind-blowing liberation you are going to have, because what you're doing right now, you're going towards the life which is going to be so much more practical to you in so many different ways, and you are literally going to escape, you know, things that no longer serve you. Now you're escaping the life that you don't want to, and now you're stepping towards the whole new stage, which is going to bring the whole new world of opportunities and possibilities indeed. And most importantly, this is really gonna put you away and move you away from being indecisive, you know, especially when it comes to things that you should be strong about, like immediately. So when we are emotionally going through things, then we don't feel complete, we don't feel whole. And yes, we are spiritual beings, you know, it's all about our feelings and emotions and the way we feel about things. But also it's important to not to hold the grudges, you know, towards the people who do kind of mean to you quite a lot, because there is some kind of a grudge that you had with someone who is not a horrible person, but it was just to do with a disagreement. This is also going to be kind of highlighted at the moment, because it's like kind of, you will realize how much you spiritually evolved, because that is going to be the direct result of you kind of seeing things already from a different angle. Very, very important indeed. And also, what else I was going to suggest to you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, would be absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Nephrit jade. Look at how beautiful and gorgeous this pendant is. Absolutely mind-blowing when it comes to attracting a good luck into our lives, when it comes to success, when it comes to career, when it comes to finances, when it comes to our personal life. This attracts a good life in general. It really depends on what are you focusing on, you know, at the time, whether it's something personal, what you're passionate about at the time, whether it's something personal, whether it's something to do with the business or whatever it is. This really beautifully, like, it's fantastic because it helps you at the time when you feel anxious. It helps you at the time when you feel stressed. It helps you at the time when you feel uneasy. It helps you at the time when you feel depressed, when you feel down, when you feel negative. But hey, things that we need to do in life, you know, they don't ask us how we feel, you know what I mean? So it's always kind of like a superb to stay on top of the form by using crystals like this, which bring such a beneficial balance into our lives. Nephrit jade keeps the body safe from the damaging effects of external sources, and it also brings strength and healing to immune system. It's like absolutely a must, my gorgeous Sagittarini, for May, June, July, and even August. And you wear it every single time when you feel like it. This gorgeous Nephrit jade comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Now, the next important date, it's actually going to be on the 11th of May. You know why is this going to be so important, huh? Because you are going to realize that you have actually been stuck in the past. You don't want to be stuck in the past, okay? It's not good to be stuck in the past. If you are stuck in the past, there is a special reason for it, okay? So on the 11th of May, you're going to realize, you know, that you're stuck in the past, you know, and that is causing like a chaos, confusion, and torment, you know? And when you realize this, you know, that you're stuck in the past because something is going to happen and you're going to reflect on the certain situation, something is going to happen to you on the 11th of May. It's going to be good. But it's going to leave you with no option but to reflect on certain situation in life, and then you're going to realize, you know what, I'm stuck in the past, I need to move on here. And even more so, you're going to realize how much chaos and confusion this was actually causing you, torment. And then very shortly after that moment in time, by the end of the day, you are going to realize some kind of potential already, like a direct result of you trusting yourself. So by the end of the day, on the 11th of May, you're going to realize some kind of potential that you're immediately going to become assertive towards. You're going to love this. It's going to make you feel sharp, like really immediately. And you're going to realize how intelligent, how clever you actually are. And you will know why am I saying this, because something else is going to be on your mind. And this is going to complete the picture. Things are going to become crystal clear for you indeed. And this is going to be such an important stage also when it comes to you reconnecting, like, with the people in your life. And you are going to reconnect, hallelujah, with someone really, really special here. Someone that you just didn't get on. It was all a kind of, oh God, you know, someone that you, oh God, someone, you're going to reconnect with somebody here. And this is going to mean to you so much as well, you know, and this is an important relationship for you, an important person to reconnect as well. And the next important date, it's going to be on the 15th of May. Now on the 15th of May, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you're going to realize you're really going to need to really my God, what's going on here? You on the 15th of May, you're gonna realize that you, oh my God, I'm sorry, but it's a lot to do with the people, and it's a lot to do with you kind of this month. It's a lot to do with the people. This is nothing wrong when it comes to our lives, but also it means that you do need to work on a personal relationships, okay? You do need to work on the personal relationships throughout the month of May, okay? Otherwise I wouldn't be able to see this like boom, 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 boom. It's like everywhere. People, reconnect, talk, sort it out, deal with it. Do you know, it's so important, because on the 15th of May, you are going to like really pretty much so decide to kind of, I'm sorry, I'm not saying that you want to have a revenge or something, but it's like on the 15th of May, you're going to decide to not to have some kind of revenge or something. And this is probably going to, on the 15th of May, you're going to decide not to have a revenge with someone or on someone. I know it sounds really morbid or weird, but it's not like horrible revenge or anything. It's just like a meaning that you were very passionate towards someone in like a rather negative way, you know? And that in itself, it's going to be probably one of the most mature things you could have possibly done, because almost immediately after that moment in time, you are on the 15th of May, as soon as you realize this, you know, you're going to realize, oh, it's not worth it. And this is absolutely spot on. So important to avoid any conflict, so important to avoid any arguments, and so important to also do completely opposite if it's to do with the people who mean to us so much. I'd rather sort something out, sort the problem out than just carrying it to something else. Two wrongs don't make a right. Do you know what I mean? Two wrongs do not make a right. Yes, so just remember this. And I don't need to tell you this, because very shortly after that moment in time on the 15th of May, it's like you're gonna have this energy, like bursts of energy, like, and this energy is gonna be kind of like motivating you physically and in your mind as well. Okay, so it's going to be motivate you physically, and it's going to be motivate you when it comes to your mind as well. You're going to feel like absolutely amazing motivation, and on top of that, you're going to feel ready for anything. And that in itself, it's also going to remind you of something spiritual that you used to do, but you haven't done in absolute ages. I suggest you to do that immediately. When something spiritual comes to you, something that you used to do so much now, oh my God, I want to do this, yeah? Just do it, because there is a very special reason for that. So let's say it comes to you like, I want to smudge my home, I want to use this crystal. Just as soon as you start this process, something very interesting it's going to come to you. Very, very interesting idea that you would never normally have. And this is all coming from you trusting to your spirit, trusting to your soul, and understanding what a major mind-blowing role the spirituality actually has on our lives. It's hidden, it's like buried, and it's like, oh no, you're spiritual, you're crazy, you're cuckoo. No, baby, no. You're spiritual, you're intelligent, you're smart, you're clever. You're doing what you should do. By being spiritual, you're exercising your third psychic eye, your pineal gland. This is exactly what you should do, because you keep on these things going, okay? And the more you're spiritual, the more, you know, you are like really kind of like enhancing yourself in this particular way. This idea that you are going to have, it's going to lead towards you what to do in order to have a maximum security and power in your life. Very, very important indeed. And also when it comes to the 16th and the 17th of May, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you are going to realize like what is manipulating your life. You know, what is manipulating your life? There is something so unnecessary at this stage manipulating your life. And you are going to have a bit of a hermit mode when you realize this. You know what, this is taking too much from me, this is manipulating too much in a negative way, and I don't like it, you know, like almost something controlling and manipulating your life. And you're going to realize life is too short to do things that we do not enjoy, that we do not like. This is an important moment of you reconnecting yourself with yourself, but it's going to be leading towards you having this hermit mode. And this hermit mode, this hermit moment that you have, you're gonna go really deep and like, ooh la la, thinking about all sorts of things. But there is one special realization that you are going to have. You're going to become very daring, extremely daring, to have this kind of some kind of adventure, because you will know if you don't have this daring adventure, then you're not going to have more progress in life. This daring adventure is ever so needed in order for you to have more progress in life. Indeed, this is just so important when it comes to you finally finally coming out of yourself, coming out of your comfort zone, and tapping a little bit into an unknown, but knowing that you are indeed doing the right thing here. Another thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, would be the actual, where is it? Oh my goodness, so absolutely so beautiful and so gorgeous. Look at this beautiful orange seam agate, absolutely mind-blowing. This is not only gorgeous to look at, but it kind of attracts people and situations into your life. You want to attract through your own energy, through your own balance, without doing too much, as long as you're honest with yourself, okay? And this makes you really passionate towards things you should be passionate about, and on top of that, it brings you a strong feeling of confidence. You feel extremely courageous, you feel extremely brave, you feel extremely powerful when you wear this, especially with things that you should be doing and you should be focusing on and you should be working on, and sometimes you just haven't got enough courage or that vavavoom-ish energy. This absolutely mind-blowing orange seam agate, it's not stunning to look at, but as I said, it attracts amazing people and things into your life, but at the same time it promotes emotional stability, courage and persistence in the heart and essence. It's so important when it comes to soothing and calming the aura as well. This gorgeous orange seam agate comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. So that's something I highly recommend you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, every single time when you need something to pick you up, and every single time when you need something to give you more of this wonderful and you know, courageous energies. You know, when you have this wonderful and courageous energies, you have the power to move the mountains, like literally. The next important date, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's actually going to be on the 26th of May. Now the 26th of May, it's gonna be like really significant because, you know, what you're going to realize on the 26th of May and what is going to happen, I can see you like really giving something to someone. You are gonna give something to someone, like a little gift, bless your heart. And when you give that little gift to someone on the 26th of May, you are really gonna be blown away. Someone's mask is gonna fall, and you are gonna realize someone's emotional immaturity. So when you give something to someone, this little gift, you're probably going to expect like that person being pleased, that person being glad, that person being happy, but you are going to realize somebody's emotional immaturity here. And that in itself, it's actually not gonna blow you away or make you feel really bad and negative. You're actually going to really like this, because you're gonna realize, oh thank God, you're gonna be able to prove your point, and even more so on top of that, you're gonna realize that person was actually scrutinizing you, because at the same time you are gonna become aware of some kind of dishonesty at around that person as well, which is going to be such a mind-blowing great moment of your personal awakening, where you're gonna realize exactly why your emotions were repressed so much, you know, because it was coming from someone you were spending your time around that was so dark and negative and dishonest, and this energy was really kind of reflecting on you and on your life and on your situation in so many different ways. Someone was really doing this to you, not on purpose, but it's just that sometimes, you know, certain people have a very dark and negative and heavy energy. This is not about that person, but it's more about you realizing the bigger picture in between the 26th of May and the end of that month, you know, realizing the bigger picture when it comes to you knowing, like, you know, what and how was a really big burden in your life, you know, highlighted. But then again, it's going to give you an opportunity to be the leader, you know, put your foot down. and do something about it. And you will know that now it's time to make the necessary step here by the end of the month. This necessary step, it's really kind of going to be so important, but it's also going to be towards a very specific direction where you are going to be so much more happier, where you're going to be so much more excited, you're going to be so much more content with yourself, because the step that you are going to make, it's going to improve your whole quality of life, because you are going to remove yourself from the energy that no longer serve you, but most importantly, you're going to remove yourself from this poisonous energy that you should not be around for too long whatsoever, because it's keep on like kind of reflecting on you. This is nothing bad, it's nothing negative, it's actually a really good sign that you are really, you need to, and you are going to start moving on with your life. But then again, you are the only one who can do something about it. So this is going to be very exciting time in so many different ways. But also I have to say that what you're doing right now, it's going to make you feel so much happier. At the same time, you're coming back home to yourself, and this is really kind of going to be amazing, because you're going to start feeling alive again, and you're going to start giving out so much towards your immediate environment, and you're going to start giving out so much to yourself. Like, you're going to realize how much you want to connect and reconnect with the people again, how much you want to be out and about again like you used to be, and things like that. So it is going to be like amazing time that you are slowly but surely heading towards. And a really, really brilliant message as well within the 7 days, the last 7 days in May is going to happen. Really brilliant message when it comes to something very specific that you've been working on. And this really brilliant message is going to be highly victorious moment in time, because now you are going to be left with 3 brand new options that are going to be absolutely impossible for you to ignore. Out of these 3 options, the 3 brand new options, you really need to kind of step back a little bit and just think which option would be the most important to start with. You just go with the option that brings you the most happiness and warmth in your own heart, and the rest is going to come to you naturally and organically after that moment in time. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationships. Now, for those of you in relationships, it's like, you know, what you're going to need to realize that, you know, this is very important, because there is something is coming slowly but surely coming to an end, and you're both gonna feel a little bit agitated and a little bit negative when it comes to May, but especially when it comes to the actual 18th and the 19th of May, because something is gonna happen, and then you're both gonna feel like a little bit negative, because, you know, something will come to an end that you've been working on, both of you, and this is really going to surprise both of you. So you both got used to so much doing something really specific, which is going to come to an end, and then this is really going to leave you, oh my god, what are we going to do now, what are we going to do now? Well, now it's important to actually make a really significant decision, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Indeed, this is such an important time for the couples to make an important decision. You need to really kind of sit down and have an important conversation about it, which is exactly what you're gonna do. And once you sit down and have an important conversation about it, you're gonna realize that, you know, there is almost gonna be a little disagreement about something. It's gonna be brought up that started a long time ago. So first of all, you're gonna need to kind of come to terms with this. You're gonna need to not come to terms, but you're gonna need to sort out this disagreement, because it's to do with the karma, and it's to do with something that was like kind of stuck in the past and left in the past, and then you're not gonna be able to move move on until you resolve this problem, resolve this issue, which you're actually going to. You had a bickering like a while back, and you didn't resolve some kind of problem. So this caused a little bit of blockage. So that in itself, it's going to be resolved, which is ever so important. But also moving forward, you're both going to have a really, really interesting sign. After that moment in time, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you are going to both have an interesting sign that you are both going to see at exactly the same time. And the sign that you are going to have at the same time, you're going to realize it's going to happen when you're talking about something really, really intensely about your future. And the sign that you're both going to see and have, it's going to be like, oh my God, did you see that? And then you will just know through the power of this universal energy that, you know, this is going to bring you, this is going to be such a magical moment, because what you're going to be talking about, it's also going to be confirmed through that sign as well. So now in itself, this is going to be such a breaking point for both of you, because you are suddenly going to feel a great sense of emergency to quickly move towards the point that you were like kind of working on for so long, but now you will want to speed things up, and you should, because this is exactly what the point of that good omen and sign it's actually going to be. And for those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you know, it's like more about you kind of realizing what was causing disharmony in your life. You're going to realize, most importantly, that maybe, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you were neglecting yourself, you know, and you're going to recognize the fact that you were neglecting yourself. And I'm not saying you were neglecting yourself, but you maybe you didn't have as much fun lately as you wanted to, or you didn't like really kind of like a take care of yourself in such a way. Maybe you were avoiding like kind of treating yourself like when you should have treated yourself. But the bottom line is, my gorgeous Sagittarini, that you are going to realize, you know, like, I know it sounds horrible that you were neglecting yourself, but almost as if when it comes to your personal lives, and when it comes to fun, and when it comes to like your emotions, and when it comes to you letting people into your life, you know, only you can open this door. No one else can open it for you. But only now it seems like that you are getting that little key, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and this is going to happen by the end of May. So you're going to realize, you're going to recognize exactly like kind of like, okay, now I really want to, like, now it's time for me to live again. Now it's time for me to do this. Now it's time for me to do that. And it's going to happen more in the form of you wanting to kind of like treat yourself. And when that happens, when it comes to you, like, you know what, I want to treat myself a little bit. I want to buy this, I want to buy that, I want to get this, I want to get that, I want to do this, I want to do that. Not necessarily with love, but then this is all going to be really sharpening you up so nicely, and it's going to help you to elevate your energy. And at that moment in time, you know, you are also going to start having these ideas, you know, like you want to go there, you want to go there, you want to do this, you know. So it's more about starting to come out of yourself more than anything else. But pay attention to the last 11 days of May, because you're going to meet someone really beautiful, someone really gorgeous, and that particular person is going to play such a giant role in your life. Through that person, you're going to realize how special you are, how important you are, how amazing you are, how different you are. This person is going to play a key role when it comes to you coming out of yourself and realize your own uniqueness and your own beauty. It's like, oh my God, this is not somebody who you're going to fall in love with, and that person is not going to fall in love with you, but this person is going to be so honest with you at the time when, through synchronicity, is going to be like, oh my God, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. You're going to be like that. This person is going to keep picking you up so nicely until you realize how gorgeous you are. This person is going to play a key role, absolutely key role, when it comes to you being prepared and ready for someone really, really amazing entering your life. So you will see, because, you know, after this moment in time, so much is going to change. And I absolutely love it, because I know how much this is actually going to mean to you. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.